In this question, the principal explains to us that when an act of a child is not an offense, that is a child above 7 years of age and under 12, who has not attained sufficient maturity to understand the nature and consequences of his conduct and whose act is devoid of criminal intention, will not be an offense. Facts in the present question are: Amit is a 12-year-old boy. He threatened to deface a girl with the acid which he had purchased from a grey market, and this acid was not available in the general store. The girl threatened Amit of legal consequences and Amit changed his mind. The girl goes and files a criminal case. So, in this question, the correct answer would be A. That is, X has committed an offense as he was able to understand the nature and the consequences of his acts. The reason for this being is the principle clearly states that nothing is an offense which is done by a child above 7 years of age and below 12. From the fact, it is clear that Amit was above 7 and below 12. However, the remaining part of the principle explains to us that such a child who has not attained sufficient maturity of understanding the nature and consequence of his conduct on that occasion and whose act is devoid of criminal intent does something that won't amount to offense. From the fact, it is clear that this acid was not available in the grey market and Amit had the knowledge and therefore he purchased it from the grey market because it was not available in the general store. Therefore, in one way, he had the maturity to understand the nature and the consequences of his conduct. Not only this, he also threatened to deface her. Pursuant to this, on the girl scaring Amit of legal consequences, he changed his mind. Therefore, the facts clearly prove that all throughout the incident, he had the understanding of nature and the consequences of his conduct, which means A is the correct answer. That is, A has committed an offense as he was able to understand the nature and the consequences of his act.